Today, we're going to talk about why the Balkan enlargement is so important to the European Union. With this, we plan to keep both the Union and the countries that comprise it together. An element to be considered in this analysis is the geopolitical value that the European Union attaches to the Balkan region, taking into account the latter's strategy to achieve the diversification of energy sources from the Caspian region, for which must guarantee the safety of the transit of gas and oil pipelines that, on their way from the Caspian to Central Europe, must pass through this area. Added to this is the interest of the European Union to minimize Russian influence in the sub-region. On the other hand, European Union membership is perceived as the path to development and secure prosperity, as well as the realization of national interests. Now, from the group of Balkan countries that have the aspiration to join to the European Union, the Republic of Croatia is the state that has been closest to joining and that has also achieved it in 2013. This country applied for the European Union membership in 2003, and it was in negotiations from 2005 until 2011. On December of 2011, leaders from the European Union and Croatia signed the accession treaty. With this, the country became the 28th European Union member on July of 2013. It's important to mention that after Slovenia, Croatia is the one that has best recovered from the dissolution of Yugoslavia and is the second former Yugoslav republic to be member of the European Union. Croatia also has a stable market economy and it's ahead of European Union member states such as Poland, Bulgaria and Romania in terms of GDP per capita. On the other hand, Croatia's accession process has required a long journey that has involved situations such as an institutional consolidation of the country, an electoral reform, increased funds for the Constitutional Court and the Ombudsman, as well as improvements in the regulation of the rights of minorities and the return and integration of refugees. All these improvements have been fulfilled and even allowed the closure of Croatian Mission for Organization for Security and Cooperation at the end of 2007. Croatia also had to face before its accession to the European Union materialized disputes over the delimitation of the maritime and land borders with Slovenia in the Gulf of Piran, dating back to the end of World War II. The border controversy will finally be resolved in the form of an arbitration agreement that both republics accepted in 2009.
The entire process of several years and the successful Croatian accession to the European Union in 2013 shows that despite concerns on both sides, the European Union continues to have meaning and significance, and that the membership remains highly desirable. Okay, so now let's get to the numbers. Regarding the economic figures of the integration of Croatia to the European Union have, on one hand, internal European Union trade accounts represent 68% of Croatia's exports. Between this percentage is Italy with 14%, Germany with 13%, and Slovenia with 11%. While outside the European Union, 9% goes to Bosnia and Herzegovina and 4% to Serbia. In terms of imports, 68% comes from European Union member states. Between this percentage is Germany with 5%, Italy with 13%, and Slovenia with 11%. While outside the European Union, 3% comes from both Bosnia and Herzegovina and China. Now, according to the total European Union spending in Croatia, this represents 1,120 billion, equivalent to 2.2% of the Croatian economy. And according to total contributions to the European Union budget, we find that this represents 0.45 billion, equivalent to 0.89% of the Croatian economy. On the other hand, Croatia's key service sector is tourism, which contributes with almost 20% of the GDP. In 2018, with almost 20 million visitors, the Croatian tourism industry generated 12 billion euros. It holds the first place in Europe when it comes to the number of visitors per capita, helping both the local economy and that of the unit itself. So, Europe is taking poor countries and transforming them into high-income households and strong economies. This is the case of Croatia, which, in addition to being at a strategic point, is a country that, with the growth it has, will soon be able to contribute greatly to EU and its development. Okay, guys, so that was all for today. Thank you for watching.